Yeah, Derek Chisora took the tube to go and fight Wilder. You can see him there at East Finchley. And I mean, it was his last fight. As I say, he's arriving on public transport. I don't want to really show too much of that because there is, but to face Wilder, and
Deontay Wilder.
Unfortunately, he lost. He did lose. They scored it against him as a split decision. Very entertaining fight. I'm just going to be quite frank about this, alright? I would not say that Wilder necessarily is a journeyman because he held a heavyweight belt for for quite a few years. Derek Chisora obviously had a very great fight with Usyk. That was one of the good fights that he's had, and I think he'd won his last four or so fights, might have even been 5. But unfortunately, his career seems to have been that of a journeyman. I'll be quite frank with you, but not a journeyman at the lower end, not at all. Let's hear him with KSI. Let's hear this.
Are you ready for the fight of your life?
So KSI was really hyping it up.
O2 Arena, Deontay Wilder, Chisora. It's gonna be main event. Yeah.
Yes, there. Yeah, so prior to this clip, I saw the earlier video actually. KSI was speaking as JJ, or that's his name. I think that's his name, JJ. But obviously, Derek Chisora said speakers KSI, and this is the KSI talking.
Knockouts, left, right, and center. Yeah.
I would say this though, but a lot of people said Chisora is a legend. Really, he may be a journeyman in my opinion. However, in terms of being a formidable foe or formidable opponent for a series of heavyweight boxers, that is definitely something that is undeniable, and that is why people love him. He's very a unique character. He doesn't take nonsense. That's the truth. He doesn't take any nonsense from anybody, and he stands on his own. He could rock through anywhere, and he'd be on his own, and he'd be fine, and he just doesn't care. He's just doing his own thing. Do you know what I mean? This is him with Coogan.
My name's Coogan Cassius, this is I from London. Stand with me, I've got British and Commonwealth heavyweight champion Derek Chisora and promoter Frank Warren.
So this is a throwback with that's 2011 with Derek Chisora, Frank Warren and Coogan Cassius there. So he's forwarded a long way. Do you see what I'm saying? And as I say, I've heard some stories. There's a guy who used to train him at this gym. Derek had some issues with the law early days, but obviously the gym and fighting helped him turn things around. And look, he's built a legacy, and he's built something for his family. So that must be applauded. But he's also on the banter. Look at him here, trolling Wilder with the Tyson Fury mask. And Wilder don't want to hear anything about Tyson Fury. You saw what happened on the Piers Morgan show. You saw what happened with Simon Jordan and Talk Sport. Obviously, we're going to get rid of the music. There's going to be a bit of trailer. Let's see what happens when he first sees the mask. Let's see it then. Yeah, so Derek is on. Hey, big up. Not many people know. I don't know if people know this. Now I know. This is what I can't remember. This is Ashley Banjo's younger brother, but I've forgotten the name of this brother. Please forgive me, but it's Mr. Junior Banjo anyway. But their dad, their dad sold me a Fiesta once, many years ago. But their dad was a boxer himself, and the middle Banjo, I've seen him fighting. I think he was in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I think so anyway. But yeah, this gentleman comes from a boxing family. His dad's a boxer, Banjo, and bigged them up there. But Mr. Banjo's had a car lot. He sold me a Fiesta once. Big him up, man. But anyway, look, as I said, just what's happening in this clip is the Tyson Fury mask is out, and Chisora is on one. And that is part of it, the entertainment. Derek Chisora knows how to sell a fight, and he's knew how to sell a fight, and that's when I can't remember what card it was on, but there were some lighter weight fighters, and they were trying to put them on. I can't remember which promotion was doing it, but trying to put them above him on the card or something. And he said, look, I'm the person who's selling this fight. You can't put these chaps above me when people are coming to the stadium to see me. And it's true, people would come to watch Derek Chisora fight, and they came to watch Derek Chisora fight in his 50th fight. Look at him, Derek Chisora. Look at this. Part of the promotion was in a tank with a political figure. I'll leave it there. Politics is for another video, but yeah, he's there with a political video. Political person on a massive tank. Derek Chisora always getting the eyes on the match that is happening next. But yeah, man, big him up still. But obviously, as I say, he don't take any nonsense.
Why?
That's the music. But he called Piers Morgan a very strong word when Piers Morgan wouldn't leave Wilder alone. But that's how it goes, man. Yeah. Anyway, congratulations to Derek Chisora on reaching his 50th fight. Congratulations to Wilder on beating him in that fight. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. But a interesting career, I would say. And then Wilder goes on. He's not going to stop. I think one's 40, one's 42. I think Wilder's 40. He's not going to stop Wilder, is he? We'll see who he fights next. It might be Anthony Joshua. I don't think it'll be Tyson Fury. Usyk, I'm not sure. I don't think Usyk wants those types of challenges now. I don't know, maybe. But for now, please make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe. But for now, I'm done talking.